All right, starting a new build today, doing this battle. What is this even called? I can't remember. Boarding, not battle. Boarding the Tantive-IV. So this one's going to be a little bit different because I bought two of these and I'm going to put them together. So basically my idea is to build one normally, and since they have this little section right here, and also it actually even shows it like here connecting. So I'm going to build one and then build the other mirror opposite so that the L shape continues down here. I'm not going to do it this way and this way. I'm going to do them back to kind of one big long hallway. And then that way I can have, you know, some more stormtroopers and some more guys in here. Bigger bigger hallway. So there we go. We'll get into this one pretty quick, hopefully. Hopefully I can figure out how to mirror image the whole thing. All right, here we go. All right, so this one's all finished. Kind of like what I was saying, there's like all these little pegs, looks like you can extend. That's the end of it. So it looks like you can extend the hallway if you choose, which I'll get into in a minute. Let's talk about all the stuff that's going on here though. You got all these little things, so if you want to put a guy, his helmet's all jacked up. Put a little guy right here, and then you can flip the little thing. Oh, he got killed. Yeah. So there's obviously each one of these little pegs is one of those spots you can do that. So that's kind of cool. I like the little playability aspect of that. That's kind of cool. I like the little extra doorways. The fact that some of these have damage on them, plus the fact that the doorway down there at the end, all of this stuff on the side, you know, scorch marks from when the door is blown open. So that's kind of cool. Plus the fact that you can, before the door is blown open and after the door is blown open. I kind of dig that. So there's a little mechanism in the back which allows you to, you know, you can see the entirety of the whole thing. This is the actual switch right here, but you know, you can do that. So that's kind of cool. And then obviously back here you can see there's that little bit. Now, let's get into, now it shows here obviously the initial, obviously it shows here the initial like rushing through the door and everybody's coming and blah, blah, blah. And then on the book itself, it shows once they've been in, Vader's got Captain Antilles, you know, in a force choke, which they even put the little clear stud there so you can be up in the air. Now, one of the other things that they show, okay, so back here it shows it like this. This is how you connect. You just build it again and then turn it around, which is, you know, obviously this gives you a much longer hallway right here. But if you're going to play with this, you only get to, you're looking at half of it and then you look at the back of the other half. It's like, no, dude, make the whole thing open and look viewable. So, hence, that's what I have done. I have done this. There we go. That is how you fix that. Now, give me 2 seconds, because I need 2 hands to pop these together. There we go. Alrighty. And now we have one full hallway. Yeah! Check that out. That's what I'm talking about. Heck yeah. Now, what I have done is just mirror imaged. Obviously, you can see like here, the damage is the same. Obviously, I didn't change these at all because these are additional parts, so I just created them. But obviously, the mirror image, they're in the same spot, kind of. Now, what if I did this like really mirror image, this little square would be over here. And these, you know, would be opposites. But, that being said, now, here's the other thing. The doorway down here, I altered the doorway down here. So what I've done, and I'll show you from the backside, was instead of putting all the scorch parts in there, I just put a couple of blanks in place and then found a couple of gray squares down here at the bottom to make it look like a little bit of wear and tear or whatnot. And you can kind of see that I don't have much going on here. But from the other side, you honestly, you can't see that there's just any kinds of studs there unless you lift it up and look at a, you know, even at this angle, you can barely see it. You have to really kind of get up in there to see it. So there you go. So now I have 2 Rexes, which let's get into the Rexes real quick. I have to be careful picking this up because obviously the only place they're connected is down here. And I don't believe I have any way of connecting them back here in the back unless I were to do something. I'd have to mess with this some. I didn't think about that part, so I'll have to keep that in mind as I mess with this in the future. So, okay, the Rexes. This pauldron is ugly. This is horrible. Whoever thought this was a good idea for a pauldron, this looks straight out of Jurassic Park and a stupid gizzard lizard that killed Seinfeld's frickin' neighbor Newman. This is horrible. This thing looks like trash. I have seen multiple kinds of ways of doing these pauldrons, and this is my absolute least favorite. This is horrible. Whoever thought this was a good idea, Lego, fire them. This is pathetic. God, this looks terrible. That's literally what it looks like. Jurassic Park, frickin' Captain Jurassic right here. Not Captain Rex, Captain Jurassic. That's horrible. And the fact that they even have a clone trooper with episode 4, whose idea was that? That's stupid. Vader's about, you know, can't really do much with Vader. Vader's always Vader. And then you got all the little guys over here. So obviously now I have two Vaders, which, you know, it's one of those things. I complained about not having a Vader. Well, now I have 2. I've got that Vader there as well. So now one of these will end up hanging out up here with other Vader. There we go. So one of these will go in here. And then we'll just populate all the rest of these guys. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. We got all the little guys in here. This is now complete. And what we have... Oh, wait a minute. We got to change the doorway. There we go. All right. Doorway is now blasted. Everybody's in. And we've got all the little stormtroopers coming down through here. And the rebels are getting jacked. And, of course, Vader is in his force choke. So he's force choking Captain until he's here and there. Both of them are getting force choked. They're both on their little clear whatchamajig. Which, And don't even think for 2 seconds. I have not been playing with this as I've been doing all this. I am literally sitting here doing all kinds of stupid stuff playing with this. This has got to be second most played set that I've ever had. So first set was the Sandcrawler. I played with that quite a bit. And now with this one, I've been sitting there playing with this one quite a bit as well. And we can even have the door closed or open on the back one back here. So I'm kind of digging this one. This is a lot of fun, especially the fact that, you know, both sets and really opening this up. Yeah, this deserves this. This should have been the set as is right here. And honestly, for me, I would have had this come out, fill this whole space, bring it out, and make this the full. This is what the set should have been. And I would have even said, instead of, you know, $50 for just half this right here is $50. -2, -2, and -1 at Antilles. Obviously, the figures are right there. But anyway, for $50, that's that. Had it been here and here, I would have easily gone $80 to $100 for something of that size, personally. So, and a much better exclusive minifig. And actually, you know what? That's ARC Trooper 5s. That's not Captain Rex. My bad. I said that. Okay, calm down, everybody. I now hear the future comment section. He called it Captain Rex. It's not Captain Rex. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I know. Captain Rex is right there. I mistook the little stuff on there. Calm down. Jeez. All right. I got a thing for Captain Rex, so every time I see a blue clone trooper, and dual pistols, I immediately go to Captain Rex. So there. My apologies. All done. All right. So, all right, there it is. All done. This is going to go on the shelf somewhere. So, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a great day. See ya.